Hi, this is EJ with EJ Star Tarot with a weekly reading for the sign of Virgo, March 19th through the 25th, 2018. I apologize, this is a day late. I just had a lot going on, so here we are. So this is the center of your reading. And the center of your reading, you have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups represents happiness. You want this joy. You want this stability. And for those of you that are in a committed relationship, there is nothing that you need to worry about in this relationship. This person is loyal to you and wants to be with only you, as far as I can see right now, as far as the center of your reading. Now you have the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is if you're waiting on news, it's coming in and it's coming in fast. This is you charging forward. This also can be travel. If you do have travel plans, this indicates travel. Something that you desire or something that is desirable is about to seek you out. Okay, so whether it be a romance, whether it be a job, something that you are wanting. Okay, for some of you, I see very positive work environment. You're about to get better. And again, if you were expecting, you'll probably be receiving some money you weren't expecting, is what I'm getting with the Knight of Swords, but more of a news coming in, and then you're going to move forward with this news, whatever that may be. Let's see how this plays out. You also have the Knight of Pentacles, and again, this is somebody, bringing messages about money. This is good news. This is coming soon. This is work is to get, is good. This is talking about in a relationship, as long as you work together, you can obtain this happiness here. But you have to work together and putting your 50-50 into this relationship to obtain that happiness, to obtain that, what it is you're looking for. You have the Seven of Swords. This is someone behaving unethical. This is someone, who's sneaky. This is someone who probably wants to spy. Maybe you're wanting to spy on this Knight of Pentacles, and I don't remember if I told you that is Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. That could be you. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. This could be you wanting to spy on somebody. Maybe you want to spy on this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or, if you're not spying, this is someone just trying to be sneaky, right? This is also an indication that your employer is looking at your work. So do the best that you can. I'm going to adjust the camera. Do the best you can with what you have and get what you can done, meet your deadlines, because they are looking at your work. And I do, because the Knight of Pentacles is across from it, I'm going to say that this is an employer. Now, here's the funny thing. My moon is in Virgo, right? My manager is a Virgo, and she is looking at my work because they are wanting to let me go. So they're trying to find a reason, and they haven't found it yet. And it's funny that you have death, because death is an ending to something. And I felt, this is something coming my way, This is also representing a Scorpio. So if you have a Scorpio in your environment, this represents them. This is coming to an end. This is you being unhappy with them. This is maybe being clingy. This is just, it's just unhappiness. It's just an ending to something. And it could be an ending to a work environment, since it is underneath the Knight of Pentacles. This news may be in regards to, usually the Knight of Pentacles is good news, but because it is across from this Seven of Swords and underneath the Death card, I have to say that it might be bad news in regards to work or money. If you're waiting for a loan, maybe it's going to be delayed, maybe, something like that. If you're waiting on an answer to something, that may be delayed. That's what that can mean as well. Then you have the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is about balance. It's about partnerships. It's if you're looking for work, it's coming around the corner. I see that you're unhappy at work, only because this is underneath the Seven of Swords, and it is across from the Death card. This is unhappy in a relationship, in a partnership of some sort. And I want to say that it may be work because of the King of Pentacles, but it could be something with your personal life as well, because this is a general reading. But yes, I do see that someone is spying into your information. It could, your manager could be looking at your work. This is communication coming in. This is you know, again, communication coming in and you charging forward, moving past that. This can mean so many different things right now because, you know, this is a general reading for you. This is how I'm reading it. The next card you have is the Five of Cups, and this is feeling, you know, again, delay, loss of something, feeling regret, missing something, you know, and that's what that means as well. Now, this isn't funny, but you all know that I had just lost my mom in February, and I am missing her so much. And that's what I focus a lot on because she's not here. I'm going through so much, and I don't have her to talk to, you know. And so I am missing her. That's probably why that is there. You also have the world. The world is a completion of a cycle, completion of you know, this life of event, right? It's also talking about maybe you have so much burden on your shoulders that you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. Because there is a travel card here with the Knight of Swords, I feel like you may be traveling somewhere and meeting somebody. Because here is the Two of Cups, and this is partnership, okay? So I feel like you may be traveling around the world, and it can be anywhere. It can be another city, another state, anywhere, across the world, you know, cross country, and you're going to meet somebody, okay? The next card you have is the Eight of Swords. This is, you know, you're holding yourself back because you're not stuck. You're not bound to any one situation here. You're not bound in this partnership. You don't have to stay here, but you do because it's what you're familiar with, because you don't want to, I'm going to move the cards up a little bit so you can see them all. You know, it's you feeling stuck, okay? And it's you having fear. And for some of you, a small percentage of you, I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, this person is, you need to reevaluate. This person is not that good for you. And that person may be behaving unethical. And that person may be clingy. This you need to reevaluate. If I am speaking to you, if you're with a person that is always constantly arguing with you and being sneaky, that person is holding you back. And essentially you are holding yourself back for being with this person. That partnership, that relationship may need to end here, okay? And I do see you eventually walking away from whatever this is, Virgo. Let's get into your oracle cards. You have why. Interesting, right? Why? Why is this happening? I don't know. This card is really asking you why. What motivates you? What drives your intentions? This is asking you, why are you in this relationship or partnership that does not serve you? You know, what drives you? This is asking you, why do you do the things that you do? What motivates you? What's the reason behind it? And that is what why is really talking about. And then when you become clear on the intentions that you have for yourself, everything starts to work in its favor, right? And we don't know why we stay in relationships that are not good for us. We don't know, well, we probably do know why we stay in jobs that don't serve us, that make us unhappy. Because it gives us a paycheck. And we need to stay put, right, until we find another job. It's not always easy to find a job while you're working, and I understand that. And we never really use logic. We never really use logic when we're in these situations, because when we're in a bad relationship, we don't use logic because either we love that person and we feel like that person's going to change, and then that person will be with us and make us happy because they give us temporary happiness. I don't know. Why do we stay in partnerships? Why do we stay with jobs that don't make us happy, that behave sneaky, that have us feeling bound, that have us unhappy, that causes us stress? Why do we stay in those? Because we're happy with the finances that they provide us, but the overall environment is not great, because that's what I'm picking up here. So we need to ask ourselves, why do we allow ourselves to be in situations like that? What motivates us to move forward? Because we eventually do walk away. And when we walk away, we have success. Okay? And we start to give and receive. And then we have harmony and improvement in our finances and in our lives all the way around. But in order to do that, we need to walk away. We need to ask ourselves why. And once we realize why, then we're like, that's not good enough. Let's leave this relationship. Let's walk away. And yes, you will miss them. Yes, you will miss them. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to stay in a relationship or partnership that just makes you so sick to your stomach, that makes you miserable. Because I can see you're bored and dissatisfied here, Virgo. So if you're bored and dissatisfied with this work and you want stability, then you need to set your boundaries. And you need to ask yourself why. Because essentially we allow this to happen to ourselves, right? And sometimes we know that we can't even get out of it, right? It's just something that happens. And then we're like, well, what direction do we take? Because we don't know, right? But eventually you walk away from that. Eventually you see that this is loose enough that you can untie them and get one of these swords and fight your way through it. And then you will have the success. You will have the money. You will no longer be bored and dissatisfied, because you're going to walk away. And then that completion, that ending completes that cycle. And then you begin a new one, right? And then you find this happiness and stability. And then you have your boundaries set. So Virgo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you would like a personal reading, my information is in the description box. If you have an iPhone and you have downloaded the InstantGo app, click on that link and you'll connect with me almost immediately. For $10, you can get a quick answer to your question, or a mini reading, which is a 3-card spread. Otherwise, you can check out my specials, visit my website, or email me if you're interested in a particular reading. I do now offer FaceTime. That is also listed on my website, and I'll talk to you soon.